Hey everyone, welcome back to TechSplain, and as promised in the last video, we're going to be doing a quick first impressions of the haptics on this beauty, which is the DualSense 5. This is Kunal, I have Jishnu with me, and we are going to be trying out Astro's Playroom. This is the game that comes bundled up with the PlayStation 5. So let's just get to it. I can already feel very pronounced rumble in the controller right now, and I can just tell it's going to be great. So been waiting for this for a while. So here goes nothing. Okay, so Jishnu's been playing the game. How's the game, Jishnu?
It's actually pretty good. I mean, for a free game which is supposed to be showcased for the controller, it's actually a serviceable game. So somebody who buys a PlayStation and still waiting for a disc and doesn't really know what to play or doesn't have a library with them, they can actually get into this and show off the controller and the console to those at home.
Yeah, and I think that's why they made the game, right? I mean, I've been watching a lot of reviews about how the haptics are great and everybody's been reviewing this game. So let's do a controller demo. I've heard about this from you, but I have never really gone through it. So
and we're gonna try our best to sort of like explain what we are feeling, but this is something that one has to feel for themselves to sort of like really get what's going on under the controller, inside the controller rather.
Yeah, and whatever you hear from me is going to be something that
So this is your first time.
This is my first time.
Yeah, this is the first time. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so nothing so far. It's radio silence on the controller. Okay, that was a classic controller. Memory card, PS1, Fat Boy, PS2. Yeah, you can see that. I don't have to say.
This is a pretty cool Easter egg. So they just basically run through all the PlayStation devices that we've had so far up till the PlayStation 5.
Okay, so that's new. Okay, so that was pretty cool, right? Those Tetris style tiles that were piling up, I could actually tell which direction they are piling up in, and it kind of felt that the controller is filling up. I don't know if that makes any sense. You've got to really try it for yourself. But I've never really felt those kind of haptics in any device before. You know, iPhone has some great haptics, but I mean, that was pretty cool. So let's see, we'll do it again in a bit. Okay, so this is adaptive triggers. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, so these buttons basically take on a whole new form, right? So they go pretty freely up till about 30% in, and then I really need to squeeze them to get them over the hump. And yeah, that's good. I mean, that's what they mean by adaptive, right? I think that's going to change depending on what game you're playing, what's happening on the screen. I can already imagine shooting games and racing games really making great use of this. Too bad. Do we have any other games which make use of these right now?
Yes, we do. In fact, on the PlayStation 4 side of things, we have two games which run on the PlayStation 5 via backward compatibility and supports adaptive triggers and haptics, which is God of War and also The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, that's nice. So let's explore some more.
I mean, the more you do that motion, right, what that reminds me of, you remember when we used to kickstart our bikes?
Yeah, exactly.
You used to get that same, kick and resistance.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. And folks, what you see, the exhaust on the bottom, that's the battery running out.
Yeah, the more you press,
the more battery
runs out. Yeah.
You heard it first on TechSplain, guys. Nobody else knows this. Don't Google it. This is the only channel that's going to give you those kind of insights. Okay, moving on. So let's do.
That's the X button, Kunal.
Okay, the touchpad for people who like to touch things. Again, and that feels nice.
Do make sure that you're by yourself and you're touching your controller.
No, this is not kid friendly. This is not kid safe. Okay, so again, something very cool. I can actually feel the vibration moving along along the front of the controller as I move my finger, and I think that this is basically directional vibration, and that feels pretty good. And I think, I'm not sure how they've done it. Obviously, we don't know, but this is really something I've not really felt on any gaming controller before this.
Yeah, and this is definitely haptics have been. We've had haptics in the past. We've had haptics in the DS4. We've had haptics in the Xbox One controller. We also have haptics in the the Xbox Series X controller. But this is sort of like taken to a whole different level. It's sort of like if you were an iPhone user, it sort of like feels very similar.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yeah.
the haptics one, say maybe the iPhone 6 or 7 is what we had in the past, and what we have now in the current iPhones is what this sort of like feels like. But again, turned up a little bit more.
Yeah, and that's what it's been, right? I mean, Dreamcast called it Rumble. Somebody called it force feedback. It's been known by different names, but I think this is actually a generational leap, right? I've not really felt this kind of change in haptics in a very long time. So props to Sony. Okay, let's go ahead. Ooh, kids. That was Astro, right?
Yeah, that was the Astrobots. Yeah.
Okay, this is nice. So I can actually now. I'm getting a simulation. Basically, it's simulating the controller kind of. The shift in weight, really, right? I mean, if I move to the left, it kind of feels like it's like the controller is full of water, and the controller is getting heavy to the left as I tilt it to the left, and that again feels pretty good. And I'm just really excited to see how it plays out in the next couple of years as more and more developers make use of this and how they implement it, with AAA titles. So I think good times ahead when it comes to haptics.
And to sort of like add to that, what it actually feels like to sort of like expand on what just Kunal said is that you can actually feel the shift in weight also in the controller, because
You can.
that it's we know that we know inside our heads that it's actually a vibration that's sort of like simulating that effect. But if you take this controller in your hand and if you run through this demo, you can actually feel the controller simulating a shift in gradual weight from one side to the other, which is, I don't think we've seen this ever before. So again, props to Sony to sort of like bring this to us. Better late than never, but this is definitely something that we could all do with in all of the controllers that we use.
Yep. And again, I think I remember PS3. The big thing was 6-axis, and that totally sucked, right? I think the only game which I actually used that feature in was Heavenly Sword.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And I don't think I played that game, I ever even remembered that there's something called.
And in fact, even in the first iteration with the DualShock 3, which came with the PS3, Sony actually had to get rid of the rumbles in the controller to make room for the 6-axis gyro, is what they called, I think, back then.
Exactly. I just hope this feature doesn't lose steam and they actually build on it, because this doesn't feel gimmicky, right? I mean, that I was really worried that this is just going to be a novelty feature and they're just going to keep it to demos, but I'm really hoping that developers catch on.
And to add to that, so far the track record has been pretty good. So any game that's come out just for the PlayStation 5 or those games which are crossed in as well have actually given support for the adaptive triggers and also for the haptics in the PS5. So that's a step in the right direction, and that's a good sign as well for how the games would come in the future.
Super. Let's move forward and see what's ahead. Oh, so this is the microphone. I'm gonna just try and speak into the microphone. The louder I speak.
I think it's a hole that you need to blow into, Kunal. I'm not sure if I know how you are on your.
Just know, I mean, kids may be watching this show, but yeah, I mean, basically, the louder I speak, the more it vibrates. So basically, the louder I blow, the more the controller rumbles, and.
That's what she said.
Yeah, she did. Okay, so. Again, I don't know how this is going to be helpful, but maybe it's going to be a little immersive if there are some prompts. Some game requires you to speak into the mic to kind of affect the next decision. But
one implementation that I can think of is with horror games. So any ambient sound that you make or any sound that you have in the room, that will alert enemies around you. That could be one implementation that I can think of.
Didn't Alien Isolation
Yes,
do that
it
with
did.
Kinect?
So it did. So this sort of like brings it a little closer, and since this is part of the controller and not a separate accessory as such like the Kinect was, I think this will see a longer life.
Yeah, and as we all know, Kinect was the highest selling Microsoft accessory
of all time,
right? I think there were over 7 units sold worldwide.
Yeah, I think so. And we own 3 of them.
We own 3 of them.
We still have 2.
We still have 2. So if anybody wants to buy a Kinect, just leave a comment down below. We have a couple of them in pristine condition, and we'll be happy to ship them out. Okay, so moving on. I think is that it?
Yeah, that's the demo. That's not the entirety of the game.
Okay, so I thought that was the game because that's all the time I have these days.
It's
So
the same for me.
that was a
but-
good game. That was
yeah,
a good
it was short and sweet. It was-
And I think there you have it. DualSense 5 haptics, first impressions, 10 out of 10. I think fantastic. Sony's done a great job. I think I've said this like 5 times already, but I'm really excited to see how this plays out and what this has in store for Sony, PlayStation 5 and new titles. But that's been it. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please press the like button. If you don't like it, press the dislike button twice. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do it right now. We are the fastest growing channel on YouTube right now. Don't Google it, don't ask me what the source of the information is, but that's just true. So this is Jishnu and Kunal signing off.